This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, in April, a Perry woman was found dead in her home after being stabbed nearly 500 times.
Now, two suspects who are charged with murder appeared in court virtually Tuesday morning. Our Sierra Jordan has the story.
The town of Perry has been mourning for nearly 4 months following the death of 43-year-old Kimberly Neptune. As the case continues to develop, Perry residents say they're still in shock this tragedy actually happened.
They stabbed her 484 times. And that's not okay.
When folks speak about Kimberly Neptune, they say she was kind, full of joy, and always willing to lend a hand.
She'd help out anyone that needed help, she was always volunteering within the community.
Neptune was a member of the Passamaquoddy tribe for several years, but on April 28th, she was found dead in her home after a relative asked the police to check in.
I was just like, who would do this? I was in shock. I was angry, and then everyone within the community was pointing fingers at everyone.
Maine State Police Major Crimes Unit, along with the Pleasant Point Police Department, arrested 38-year-old Donald Dana and 38-year-old Kaylee Brackett during a traffic stop on Route 90 a few days later. She says no one in the community expected Dana and Brackett to be suspects in the murder.
Kaylee was online, making posters and trying to help with the search for Kim, and he used to live with Kim. She let him live there, and he lived with her for 2 years.
Brackett and Dana are both being charged with murder and being held without bail at the Washington County Jail. On Tuesday, July 19th, both suspects appeared at the Washington County Court virtually to enter a plea of not guilty. Attorney Jeffrey Silverstein says they will be filing a motion for preparation of a grand jury transcript. Meanwhile, Carol, along with other Perry community members, have been paying tribute to Neptune, hoping she gets justice.
Well, her brother planted it, and the family and everyone that was there planted a tree in, memory of Kim,
In studio, I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
A Massachusetts man charged with murder in connection with the killing of a New York teen in Machias appeared in court for a bail hearing this morning. 41-year-old Jorge Pagan Sanchez was among the 5 suspects who were arrested for the shooting of 17-year-old Brandon Guerrero of New York in November of 2021. He is charged with murder. Maine State Police say the Washington County Sheriff's Office found Guerrero's body outside a High Street home in Machias. As Pagan Sanchez appeared in front of a judge virtually Tuesday morning, State Attorney General Steve Smith says they agreed to withdraw the motion for bail.
Well, police have released new information about a head-on crash in Fairfield last night. It happened just before 5:30 p.m. near Mays Way on the Norwich Walk Road. Norwich Walk Police Chief Thomas Gould says 21-year-old Garrett Green of Oakland was driving his truck south but was in the northbound lane. 54-year-old Christopher Mary of Norwich Walk was driving his Jeep north and was unable to avoid the truck. Green and his passenger, 20-year-old Elizabeth Hume of Oakland, were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Mary was taken to Thayer Hospital and later transported to Maine Medical Center in critical condition. The crash is being reconstructed and will be reviewed by the district attorney's office. Gould says they anticipate charges will be forthcoming.
Bangor's Government Operations Committee met on Monday to address residents' concerns following continued reports of noise and escalated violence on Harlow Street. A.J. Douglas talked to city officials about where they stand on the issue.
If you have customers coming to your business, that you want to make sure that they're safe and not attacked.
Residents of Franklin Place, neighboring Harlow Street, spoke out at Monday night's Government Operations Committee meeting. Community members expressed concerns about ongoing high noise levels and the infamous acts of violence near the area of 190 Harlow Street. Half Acre nightclub owner Patrick Brand spoke out during the meeting in defense of his business.
It's not a half acre issue. We have 4 bars in 1 block. And the PD do the best they do, the best they can. We do the best we can. But if the objective is to try to shut down my bar, that's not fair.
Badachi initiated a now ongoing investigation by the Bureau of Liquor Enforcement into the issue at Half Acre nightclub. He says this has been a long-standing concern within the Bangor community.
There is enough evidence on the public record already to justify denial of the liquor license. However, the burden is really on Half Acre to establish whether or not they can make a compelling case that they've cleaned up their act.
City Manager Debbie Laurie says the city does not have the authority to revoke or suspend an existing liquor license. However, renewals must be approved on both a state and city level. We asked Laurie if the city plans to approve or deny the nightclub's license later this year.
I really couldn't speak to that. I mean, that's 2 or 3 months out. I don't know what things will look like at that point in time.
Half Acre Nightclub's liquor license will expire November 20th this year. In Bangor, AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Meanwhile, the Bangor Police Department's most well-known detective is hanging up his badge. Lieutenant Tim Cotton, who made the Bangor PD's Duck of Justice Facebook page a media sensation, is retiring. Cotton combined his witty sense of humor with arrest warrants that were issued to put a human touch to the stressful work that police officers do on a daily basis. Many visitors have stopped by the Bangor Police Department to see the stuffed waterfowl Cotton rescued from a trash can that inspired his writings. Cotton has already published 2 books and plans to continue writing and posting to the Duck of Justice Facebook page during his retirement.
A University of Maine researcher served as an expert witness during a congressional hearing this afternoon. Rachel Shatman virtually participated in the hearing of the U.S. House Subcommittee on Environment. Shatman, a former commercial farmer, now serves as an assistant professor of sustainable agriculture at UMaine, where she leads the agroecology lab. The lab conducts research to help farms become more resilient to changes in climate and protect natural resources. Her testimony focused on her findings about what farmers can do to adopt sustainable practices.
Because of research that has already been conducted, we know enough right now to support farmers as they adapt to a changing climate, build resilience into their farms, and anchor thriving U.S. agricultural industries so that they can provide essential rural jobs and feed our population and the world.
During the hearing, Shatman also highlighted a UMaine pilot program aimed at helping vegetable and fruit growers in the Northeast put new climate adaptations in place. Very cool to have that representation right here from our area in Washington.
And speaking of climate change and the environment, we are definitely experiencing some serious heat and humidity and mugginess, if you will.
All the above, yep.
Oh, my goodness. All right, well, with a little bit more on when it's going to give us a break or not, let's turn things over and take a first look at our forecast.
Thank you, Beth and Peter. And our first weather is brought to you by GRF Real Estate Company. So once again, today, not a nice day, I would say. Pretty much some on and off clouds, a couple of showers here and there, especially in the northern part of the state. A lot of showers and thunderstorms out there earlier today. But right now, most of it is starting to clear out. And we're under some mostly cloudy skies, but those winds are really pretty gusty out there, as we do have a 13-mile-an-hour wind here in Bangor, 10 miles per hour in Bar Harbor. But take a look at Rockland. Really gusty out there by the coast, close to 20 miles per hour. So those are sustained winds and gusts near 30 to 35. But temperatures earlier today were hot out there in the upper 80s here in Bangor. A couple of mid-80s closer to the coast. Rockland came in just shy of 90 degrees. So really hot and above average temperatures out there earlier today. But tonight will continue to cool off into the 60s. Beth and Peter?
All right, so cooling off
the high 60s.
A little bit, yeah. Well, thanks so much, Conrad. We'll wait for our full forecast in a little bit. Coming up next on ABC 7 News at 6, Wishrock Development gets approval from the town of Bucksport to build a new apartment complex there.
And a local program aims to help those that are food insecure during the summer months. Those stories and much more as ABC 7 News at 6 continues.
No one told us to get up and go. That's just our rhythm. And when the heart throws that rhythm off, Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center will get it back to a healthier beat. through minimally invasive procedures for heart disease with no need for open chest surgery. So you can get back to your rhythm of life.
Get 1.9% APR for 60 months plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2022 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your local Cadillac dealer today.
Incubus. Live. August 7th, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. One incredible night with Incubus. With special guests, Sublime with Rome and the Aqua Dolls. Incubus, on sale now. Buy tickets at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Part of the Varney Insurance Concert Series.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Lincoln, is sponsored by University of Maine Early College. Tuition-free online fall courses for high school students. umaine.edu/early college. Coastal Auto Parts, your local Napa dealer with a new location in Lincoln, owned and operated by a Maine family that cares. And Lincoln Power Sports, a leading ATV, snowmobile parts and accessories and outdoor equipment dealer in Lincoln. Stop by our store or browse our extensive online catalog today.
I work long hours to provide for my family, but with runaway inflation, it's getting harder to make ends meet. Instead of lowering costs for families, Washington liberals are attacking America's tech innovators. That's the wrong agenda at the wrong time. The left's bill will destroy jobs, make China stronger, and America weaker. Working people like me will pay the price. No Republican senator should support this liberal agenda. Tell Senate conservatives to reject the left's bill.
There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
Welcome back, everybody. Bucksport's Town Council has approved Wishrock Development's recent letter of interest for funding. Our Matthew Jurancic explains.
Wishrock is the latest developer to take interest in Bucksport. The developer has plans on building a complex at 27 Main Street that will consist of 18 apartments and 2 storefronts. Bucksport's Economic and Community Development Director Richard Rotella believes Wishrock's proposal will help benefit the community.
When I first met Penn Lindsay of Wishrock, we were looking actually going down a different avenue. And as we talked and listened to, what worked for the developer, but what really worked for the town, it came out that, mixed use is the best use. Help connect the property to the rest of the downtown, but also all while providing workforce housing at the same time.
Residents like Judy Frost Gillis says the addition of new apartments in the town is necessary.
I think apartments are needed in Bucksport. We don't just have one level of income here. We have all levels, a very diversified community. And yes, as far as building, I would think it is a good idea.
The interest in the area comes at a time where town officials are working to improve downtown Bucksport's housing industry. While they say this is a chance to improve the town's housing problem, it also has a chance to boost Bucksport's economy.
This close proximity, being in the downtown to the local grocery stores and the pharmacy, help bring some life to further life to Main Street.
After Wishrock's plan passed unanimously at the Bucksport's Town Council meeting, they're expected to come to the town's economic meeting this Thursday to discuss the plan in detail. In studio, Matthew Jurancic, ABC 7, Fox 22.
Many families depend on reduced lunches to help feed their children during the school year. A local program aims to help those that are food insecure during the summer months as well. The Brewer Housing Authority is celebrating a decades-long partnership with Good Shepherd Food Bank. Through that partnership, children 18 and under are eligible for a free nutritious meal Monday through Friday from noon to 1. Kids can participate in activities like kids yoga from 1 to 2. One parent volunteer says she's glad that her children can benefit from this throughout the week.
It is a wonderful opportunity and an option, especially now with the rising prices of groceries. It's really helpful, and it gives the kids something to do and a chance to connect with their friends, which they normally do in school, but don't necessarily have that opportunity now.
The Brewer Housing Authority also partners with the Good Shepherd Food Bank and the Brewer Area Food Pantry, which allows parents to pick up bags of breakfast and lunch on Fridays.
A $1 million gift from the Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation will help bring big changes to Northern Light Acadia Hospital and its Acadia for All campaign. The gift will help support the construction of more than 50 private single-occupancy rooms at Northern Light Acadia Hospital in Bangor and help fund the construction of a new pediatric wing as well as other upgrades. The funding will also improve the hospital's outpatient pediatric services and support the expansion of its geriatric treatment and research programs. President of Northern Light Acadia Hospital, Scott Oxley, shares more about the legacy Stephen and Tabitha have created.
We all know Stephen and Tabitha King. There aren't many people in the state of Maine that don't recognize their names. But what most people don't know is how generous Stephen and Tabitha King have been to the people of Maine, but especially those of us that are in the Bangor community.
The Stephen and Tabitha King Foundation is a private nonprofit organization focused on strengthening and supporting communities across the state. And still to come on ABC 7 News at 6, the Northern Light Mayo Hospital recognizes a longtime paramedic who recently passed away.
And in sports, hear how one Ellsworth racer accomplished a goal 5 years in the making. Love that story right after the break.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Looking to improve or upgrade your home? Here with At Home FAB and KBF, we offer a great selection of appliances, furniture, bedding, cabinetry, flooring, and more. We have a friendly, welcoming environment and will work with you every step of the way from start to finish. We service our merchandise. Any fixes or repairs, we can do that too. Our professional team has more than 50 years of experience and is here to help. Stop in and ask about our Synchrony 12 months financing with no interest and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Keith Urban, the Speed of Now World Tour. The must-see show of 2022. Saturday, July 23rd in Maine Saving Amphitheater. With special guest Ingrid Andress. Tickets on sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Keith Urban, the Speed of Now World Tour.
Being injured in an accident can change the way you enjoy life with family and friends. At times like this, you need expert help to recover both your health and financial well-being. You have one opportunity for justice. Don't risk dealing with the insurance companies on your own. Call Joe now for a free evaluation. There's no fee unless you win. Get the help you need and the justice you deserve. We're the law offices of Joe Bornstein. There's one number you need to know. It's called Joe.
I know there's conflicting information about Dupuytren's contracture.
I thought I couldn't get treatment yet.
Well, people may think that their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't. If you can't lay your hand flat on the table, talk to a hand specialist.
But what if I don't want surgery?
Well, then you should find a hand specialist certified to offer non-surgical treatments.
What's the next step?
Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We'll start down east in Ellsworth, where one rally car driver didn't just capture his first career win, he was actually the only Maine car to even finish the race. Tyler Cruz has the story.
lovable band of misfits, you know.
It's been 5 years since Ellsworth's Tyler Saunders began rally racing, and it's that band of misfits that keeps him coming back each time.
And everyone loves everybody, helps everyone out. They're not trying to, you know, hope that you break in the sense that, oh, well, now I can get ahead of them. It's no, let's gather parts, let's gather people, whatever you need, we'll make it work.
They call it rally karma. That and the thrill of gearing up and hearing the engine roar was enough to get Saunders hooked on the sport.
The feeling I get strapped into the car, I mean, it's like no other. You kind of get into this headspace where that's all that matters.
Saunders and his crew started the Down East Rally Team, first competing in rallycross events on a closed dirt track before making the transition to stage rally, a series of races over a few days out on blocked-off logging roads.
It was mostly just the natural progression from rallycross. You know, I looked up to all the guys that had rally cars.
And after a few years of grinding the dirt roads, Saunders was the first in his class to cross the finish line this past weekend at the New England Forest Rally, in just his second time competing in the event.
They gave us a beautiful plaque and a champagne bottle. I got to do my first shoey, which is something I never thought I'd do, drinking champagne out of a shoe. But, you know, it's all in good fun, and it's kind of a rite of passage.
Not only did Saunders win the race, he was the only car from Maine to actually finish the race, driving past some not as fortunate racers on his way.
And to, you know, drive through and see your friends in the woods, it's heart-aching, you know, it wrenches at you. But thankfully everyone was all right. It was just machinery.
Coming off of his first win, he says none of it would have been possible without the help of various businesses around the Ellsworth area that sponsor him and his team.
At first, I was kind of like nervous to ask for help because I'm like, I mean, who's gonna help me out with money for a car, you know? But it's been the total opposite. The community's been great, you know, especially to drive this thing through town and see the smiles on kids' faces, and you know, they really love it.
Reporting from Ellsworth, I'm Tyler Cruz, ABC 7, Fox 22 Sports.
All right, thank you, Tyler, and congratulations to Tyler, and also props for being able to do a shoey. I don't know if I'd be able to put that down without throwing up. Anyways, we'll go to the golf course here. Last week, Caleb Manuel defended his title at the Maine Am. This week, the Maine Women's Am kicked off at Portland Country Club. Over 100 golfers teeing it up in near 90-degree temps down south. Bambi Stevens first out of Turner Highlands, knocking down a nice putt here on 18. Then Marlene Vigor out of Bangor with a beautiful chip on the same hole. That one rolls within a couple feet from the cup. Also on 18, the wedges were working here. Linda Laughlin from the tennis with another terrific chip. To the scoreboard we go now. Ruby Haylock in first place out of Turner Highlands. She is your leader at even par. She'll take a 7-shot lead over Bailey Plord and Aaron Holmes heading into round 2. We asked Ruby, what's the key to playing a solid round through the heat?
Definitely drinking a lot of water, and I have a lot of snacks with me. One of my old coaches told me to out-eat everyone on the course, so that's definitely something I take into consideration while I'm out there, and it helps a lot.
Wow, interesting. That is a very good piece of advice. I've never even thought about that. All right, that's sports. Here's Conrad Sapinski with your full 5-day forecast. Conrad?
Thank you so much, Dave. So let's talk about weather out there. All we want to hear is what is the forecast going to be like tonight into tomorrow. So today we had a good amount of clouds out there, some sprinkles here and there, especially in the northern part of the state. That yellow and the red is indicated as some thunderstorms, so some heavier rain in the northern part of the state. But good thing for us, most of us in the Northeast are starting to clear up. So some showers and thunderstorms, some scattered showers and thunderstorms will be continuing out there early into the overnight hours, and then we really clear up out there with just some few on and off clouds by Wednesday. But look what happens by Thursday, and then into Thursday night, more chances of showers and thunderstorms will be arriving. So we're thinking maybe anywhere from 0.15 to maybe a quarter of an inch of rain here in Bangor. The more north and west you go, the more rain you're going to get. So a pretty good rainmaker out there. Also, we do have some small craft advisories that are in effect until Wednesday at 12 a.m. And why is that? Because of those gusty winds we have all across the state today. Bangor is coming in at a 13-mile-an-hour wind, 10 miles an hour closer to Bar Harbor, but take a look at Rockland, a gusty 20 miles an hour out there, and gusts near 35 to even close to 40 miles per hour. So hold your hats. It is windy out there. And if you're out and about on a boat, these waves are also a little on the higher end, as one of the buoys is showing a 7-foot wave heights out there, closer to the coast, close to 3, maybe 4 feet. So if you're out and about on a small craft, be careful and stay on alert. But temperatures earlier today were on the hot end. Our average is supposed to be in the low 80s, and most of us were in the upper 80s as Bangor came in at around 88 degrees earlier today, a bit cooler, closer to the coast. Still some 80s, so everybody was in on those 80s, and close to 90 degrees in Rockland. Waterville, 86 degrees, so everybody had those nice toasty and hot temperatures out there. This is not over. Take a look at these temperatures the rest of the week. Some 90s even showing up there by Friday and Saturday, and then we slowly cool down by beginning of next week, but still those above average temperatures really sticking around the next week and a half. But tonight, more slight chances of showers and thunderstorms, and then we really move out and we'll stay under some mostly clear skies. Winds will start to pick up out there with temperatures in the mid-60s. Tomorrow is going to be another hot one, but at least a lot more sunshine, so do not forget your sunscreen if you're out and about. And our extended forecast does show more chances of showers and thunderstorms by Thursday. Friday, Saturday, we're clear with well above average temperatures in the 90s, and then by Sunday, more rain moves in and temperatures start to cool off into the 80s. Beth?
So as my dad would say, more boomers on the way.
Oh, indeed. I think that is the warmest 5-day outlook we've had all year.
I would agree with that. All right, and there is still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Due to phenomenal demand, the Backstreet Boys are back. The record-breaking DNA World Tour continues. Brian, Kevin, Howie, Nick, and AJ. Backstreet Boys. Main Savings Amphitheater, July 21st. Get tickets now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. For more, check backstreetboys.com.
I've been having foot pain for at least 10 years. The first day I put the key boot on, I could tell the difference. My pain level has been so much better. I was amazed. The key boots made it possible for me to actually walk without pain. I can go shopping, walking around the store without wanting to cry. I mean, I feel like dancing sometimes. The key boots made all the difference. Very happy with it. Comfort shoes, it's just changed my life.
On the Road, broadcasting the news at 6, live from Lincoln, is sponsored by Lincoln Color Center, serving the greater Lincoln area since 1967. Here to help you when you need kitchen cabinets and flooring for your home. Drinkwater's Variety, located at 663 West Broadway in Lincoln. Stop in today for lunch, dinner, ice cream, seafood, and so much more. And Gateway Title Services, founded in Lincoln in 1989. Residential, commercial, or land. Gateway Title closes it all. Gateway, the right way. We'll see you at the closing table. Goose River Farm and Meat Store is conveniently located on Route 3 across from Hammond Lumber in Belfast. They have a wide selection of meat and poultry, including beef, pork, lamb, chicken, duck, rabbit, and turkey. Buy your steak and meats for grilling this summer.
Tonight, the parents face-to-face with the Uvalde School Board after that heartbreaking report. Plus, the extreme heat here and turning deadly in Europe. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most-watched program on all of television.
Welcome back. And finally tonight, a Northern Light Mayo Hospital paramedic who passed away in November 2021 after battling cancer is being recognized posthumously by Maine EMS with a Lifetime Achievement Award. Will Hesketh, Senior's family, and Mayo Hospital colleagues accepted the award. Will was known for his deep commitment to his co-workers, patients, and community during his 21-year career at the hospital. Chuck McMahon, manager of EMS operation at Mayo Hospital, said, quote, "He cared deeply about those around him and took extra time to help them succeed. Will would give up an entire weekend to train the crew. As a caregiver, he was incredibly compassionate and saved countless lives," end quote.
So certainly someone who made a huge difference in the community, and
Yeah.
he's being remembered for a life well lived.
Absolutely. Yeah, you can tell he definitely made an impact on a lot of people there.
Absolutely. Well, that's going to do it for us, folks, from everyone here at ABC 7 News. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.